what the positivist approach is. So the biggest question would be, what is it and what does it mean, or what does it entail? So it is a research paradigm that believes that theory is universal and can be generalized into law or law-like understandings. So our first example will be Newton's law of motion, which explain how movements and rest of objects can be understood, while we also have our second example, which is our Newton's law of cooling, which explain how the cooling process happens. Both these are natural phenomena, but are made into laws for better understanding. So another thing that is mentioned in the um, description of positivism is theory as universal. So these two laws, besides that they were made, natural phenomena were made into laws, you understand that these two laws can be used anywhere in the world. It is not limited to say this is only used in England, or this is only used in America, or this is only used in Europe. It is available for anyone to use. So that's how we understand that it is universal and can be generalized into law or law-like. Ontology, the axiology, and the epistemology of this positivism or positivist approach. The ontology of the positivist approach is realism, which argues that there is an objective reality that is possible to being known. So what does this mean? It means that there's a single objective reality to any research phenomena, regardless of the researcher's perspective or belief. It doesn't matter what the researcher believes in the first place. Once they have proven, then that's where or what becomes reality. If this researcher believes that when you go down, or the higher you go up, the colder it becomes, and you find that the higher you go up, it gets colder, it gets warmer, then the results would be, the reality would be that the higher you go up, it gets warmer, not that the higher you go up, it gets colder, which is believed by the researcher. That's just an example anyway, it's not really correct. So the epistemology of this is objective, and it suggests that a well-done research will provide results that are the truth. The research, if it is well done, it will give you results that are the truth. And this would be the only truth according to the positivist approach. So the axiology now of this positivist approach, it is that all inquiries should be value free, which suggests that the researcher should be done, or the research should be done using the scientific method of gathering data to achieve the objective and neutrality, or the objectivity and the neutrality during the inquiry process. So you can only use the scientific method to prove things when you are in, or you are using the positivist paradigm. The scientific method is the only way that proves that this is true. If this is not fit, if anything you prove is not fit enough to be proven through the scientific method, it means that it is not the truth according to the scientific or the positivist paradigm. So how is research done in this paradigm? Then the belief of this paradigm is that knowledge is out there to be discovered through research. So your research is to discover knowledge. So which means that the world is external according to this research. This paradigm follows the scientific method of investigation, where hypotheses are formulated and tested. You formulate your own hypothesis. That's when you say, this is my belief of what will happen. But then it doesn't mean that would be the truth. The truth would be what you have discovered. So knowledge also should be observable. Results should be observed. So they can only be true when they are observable. The results of inquiry can be quantified, meaning that this paradigm follows the quantitative method of data. The paradigm is methodologically monologic, which means that it only believes that the results should be quantified. The research methodologies applicable to the positivist approach are not only, but include the experimental methodology, the quasi-experimental methodology. The other ones, that are not mentioned here are correlational methodology, the causal comparative methodology, the randomized control trials methodology, and the survey research methodology. So in the classroom, this paradigm can be practiced through making sure that your content is not only textual. You make sure that learners have observations of the content that you are teaching them so that they can see it, since this paradigm believes that knowledge should be observed. So make sure that you do experiments with the learners, or you show them videos of the content that you're teaching them so that they get to see what you're teaching them or what they learn about. So that way you get to practice this paradigm. So through making of researches, or through making of experiment instead of researches, you make experiments, you show them results of past experiments so that they can see or they can understand the things that were done before, that proves that whatever they are learning has been true, and it is a fact, since this paradigm believes in fact. So you don't just show them the textbook, show them pictures, you show them videos so that they see what they're learning about rather than just knowing.